Your life is ending 1 minute at a time. Don't waste it on fake people. Imagine you're at a party surrounded by people laughing, talking, and having a great time. But you feel like an outsider. You're surrounded by people, but still alone. We're more connected than ever before, yet ironically, many of us still grapple with loneliness and a sense of isolation. We spend countless hours scrolling through social media, seeking validation and belonging, but often end up feeling even more isolated. It's a vicious cycle that can leave us questioning ourselves. Is there something wrong with me? But what if I told you that this feeling of isolation is not a flaw, but a profound opportunity, a chance to discover a philosophy that will transform the way you view yourself and your place in the world? Stoicism, the ancient Greek school of thought, challenges us to redefine our understanding of solitude, viewing it not as a deficiency, but as a catalyst for self-discovery and personal growth. Let us explore the Stoic perspective on what a lack of friends truly signifies and how it can help us find true fulfillment from within, seeing solitude not as loneliness, but as a fertile space for self-discovery. Lesson 1. Solitude is the path to self-fulfillment. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. In a world that constantly bombards us with the message that more is better, more friends, more followers, more connections, the ancient Stoics offer a unique perspective. They believe a lack of friends is not a sign of loneliness or deficiency, but rather an indication of a person's judgment, self-sufficiency, and emotional resilience. It's not about the sheer number of friends you accumulate, but rather the depth of those connections. True friendship go beyond mere quantity. It's about finding your tribe, people who truly understand you, who weather life's storms by your side, without losing their composure or dragging you into the wildness of drama. This is where the Stoic teachings on emotional resilience become paramount. Our emotions flow like a raging sea. Having even one dependable friend who can remain an anchor of calm, guiding you back to your center, is an invaluable gift. They become a personal lighthouse, illuminating the way through the tempests of life, ensuring you don't get swept away by the crashing waves of explosive feelings. So, when someone chooses to have a smaller circle of friends, it's not a sign of deficiency or lack. Rather, it's an indicator of immense inner strength, wisdom, and emotional fortitude. They're reserved for friendships built on a bedrock of mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to personal growth. Connections that empower both individuals to become the best versions of themselves. Lesson 2. Be wisely disconnected. Amidst the chaos of our modern lives, where everything relentlessly clamors for our attention, Stoicism calls us to disconnect from the wildness and reconnect with our inner selves. It urges us to shift our gaze inward, away from the fleeting and trivial, and towards the cultivation of virtues that truly matter. According to the Stoics, true friendships exceeds the superficial trappings of wealth, status, or social media clout. It's not about how many followers one has or the material possessions they flash. Instead, true bonds, as cherished by the Stoics, are forged on a much deeper level, through a union of intellects and spirits, a mutual dedication to embodying the virtues of wisdom, justice, and courage. Imagine having a friend who isn't drawn to you by the promise of material gain or social clout, but rather by a genuine appreciation for the person you are at your core. A friend who values your integrity, your kindness, your unwavering pursuit of virtue, someone who sees the beauty in your authentic self, free from the masks we so often wear for the world. Such a friendship is a rare and precious gift. It's an oasis amidst the noise and chaos of the modern world. It's a bond built on mutual respect, trust, and a deep understanding of each other's hopes, fears, and aspirations. A connection that exceeds the superficial and taps into the very essence of what it means to be human. In this age of constant distraction, the Stoics remind us to be wisely disconnected from the empty pursuits that drain our energy and dilute our focus. Instead, they urge us to cultivate relationships that nourish our souls, that challenge us to grow, and that help us stay grounded in the timeless virtues that truly matter. Lesson 3. Find the right balance. Stoicism isn't about cultivating an isolated existence or becoming wholly dependent on others for fulfillment. It's about striking a harmonious balance, being a self-actualized individual while also nurturing a robust support system of like-minded individuals. Stoicism teaches us that it's crucial to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, to be self-sufficient and not rely on others to define your happiness or worth. And while it's awesome to be independent, Stoicism also tells us how cool it is to have friends who are on the same wavelength as you. These friends don't cling or demand constant attention. Instead, they're like pillars that stand strong on their own, but are connected by a roof of mutual support and respect. You help each other out, sure, but you're both just as solid when standing alone. So when you encounter someone with a smaller social circle, do not assume they are lacking or deficient. Instead, they are aligned with the Stoic ideal of investing their energy into a few connections that truly matter. For in the eyes of the Stoics, true friendship is not measured by quantity, but by the depth of the bond and the virtues it cultivates. It's a delicate balance between self-sufficiency and interdependence, between individuality and community, a harmonious dance that enriches the soul and propels one towards a life of profound fulfillment. Lesson 4. Friendships are a form of generosity. The Stoics believe that friendship isn't about what you can get from someone. Instead, it's about what you can give, how you can contribute to someone's life, making it richer and more meaningful without expecting anything in return. They believe having a few friends doesn't signify a deficiency. Instead, it reflects a deliberate and wise choice. You're not out to fill a quota or to see what perks you can get out of others. Instead, you prioritize being the pillar of support, uplifting others, sharing in their joys and sorrows, and ultimately enriching their lives with your presence. This perspective transforms friendships from a social necessity or a way to boost our ego into a beautiful act of giving. It's about being there for someone simply because you care, not because you want something back. This kind of generosity and friendship means that even if you have just 1 or 2 friends, the depth and quality of these relationships far surpass the value of 100 fake friends combined. The Stoics believe that our friends should uplift us, not pull us down or lead us into trouble. They stress the importance of having friends who inspire us to get better, and remember, it's better to be alone than to be surrounded by the wrong individuals. So a lack of friends doesn't mean someone is lacking in social skills or is undesirable in any way. Instead, it tells us that if someone has a few friends, those relationships are likely very special. They're built on a solid foundation of mutual respect, shared values, and genuine affection.